Hello, this is a demo about SQL Wizard and the way it makes the conversion from Progress database to Oracle. First of all, I would like to mention that as we are talking about Progress as a source database, we need to separate two main parts of the conversion that are related to a Progress conversion. First of all, this is a database itself that contains tables and definitions, data and views. And the second part is the application part, actually, that is written in Progress 4GL language, and usually so it is converted in a separate process as an application. So today I'm going to show you two SQL ways that works with the source database using ODBC connection with the Progress in this demo, and makes the conversion of tables and views to Oracle database. So you can see SQL Wizard on your screen now. Actually, there's one core tool called SQL there. It can be run in batch mode, and the SQL Wizard and other tools that our company provides to our users, to our customers, are actually graphical interfaces that all work with one core tool called SQL there. So when you start SQL Wizard, you say welcome to the SQL Wizard screen, and here I would like to mention select a project directory, create a new project option. This option lets you specify the project directory where the INI file and the XML file, project file, are stored. These files are used by SQL in order to store the options that were provided during the SQL tuning for the particular migration, and the information about the objects that were chosen for the conversion, the identifier mappings, the data type mappings, and etc. So, and all this information is stored in a project directory and can be reused each time you run the conversion using SQL Wizard or just SQL Exec command line tool. So I've got one project stored here for Progress to Oracle conversion. You can see it in the as demo Progress to Oracle. So I just specify it, click Next. On the Choose a Source database page, you need to specify the user system DSN. This is the ODBC DSN that you need to create to connect to your Progress database in the network, or maybe it runs locally on your computer. So you need to specify this ODBC connection in order for SQL Wizard to work with your source database. You need to specify the username and the password to have an opportunity to connect to the database and extract all the information about the tables, columns, data types, and etc. So the appropriate privileges need to be provided to this user specified for the connection. So you can see we've got a Progress 10 version of the database. Let's click Next. Okay, so if you when you pass through the Choose a Source database page to the Choose a Target database page, at this point you are already connected to the Progress database, and our tool is ready to work with it. Now on the Choose a Target database page, you need to specify the target database as Oracle from the list of the supported databases, the version, the TNF service name, if the Oracle database is some database in the network. Usually they are provided installed on Solaris systems somewhere in the network. So you need to install a client, Oracle client on your current computer, and tune up the TNF service name for the remote Oracle server. This is a service name that you will use to connect to any database, to this database, exactly this server in the network. So I've got one here with a username and password that has appropriate privileges for creating, populating tables, and creating views. Because actually I'm going to convert only these objects in this demo. On the advanced page, you can specify the bin directory. This is the directory where the SQL loader and SQL Plus tools reside. So when you install a client on your computer for Oracle database, these utilities need to be installed as well, because they are used by our tool as native utilities for loading the definitions by SQL Plus and the data by SQL loader into Oracle database. There are lots of different options here, but usually they are not that much required for progress to Oracle data conversion, database conversion. So I won't tell you about them. If you need something specific for your conversion, just turn to us with your questions. We will be glad to assist you in your conversion process. Okay, so all the information is specified for Oracle. We can click Next. And here on the Specify Database Objects or Query page, you can see the source database with all the objects that our tool, SQL Waves, has managed to extract from your Progress database. So you can see that each object is stored under its own user in the source database, in its own object types like tables, views, sequences. And you can just drag and drop from left to right pane the information, or you can grab the schema from left to right, or you can use the filter option by specifying some specific schema names, for example. So only this schema is provided for conversion now. We can remove it. So now all the schemas are available for your choice. So I've got, as I'm using project file, you can see it's really convenient. So I've got some set of objects for the conversion for this demo. I don't have to specify them once again, remember all of them in its section. So just have them already chosen for me. Let's click Next now. So actually, so our tool as an automatic tool makes really lots of work for our customers. So as this is completely automatic solution that provides approximately 100% of automation. We are talking about tables and views conversion. Actually, this is 100% by our tool. And all kinds of problems that might arise during the conversion from Progress to Oracle, like identifier names, changes, because there are different the way the names of tables, views, and etc. are provided in Progress really differs from Oracle. The length of identifier can be changed, because in Oracle there is a strict constraint for the length of identifier, and it's actually smaller than in any other database. Column names, changes, data type mappings, everything can be done here in our tool, can be tuned up for the conversion process. So let me show you just a few of the options that I usually show to our customers. First of all, this is emit schema names in SQL scripts. This option lets you convert the schema names from source to target database or bulk. So, schema name means the username from Progress to a schema name in Oracle database. So, for example, I've got tables in pub and tester, you can see, and I would like to convert them the same way to Oracle server. I've got two schemas in Oracle already created, called pub and tester, and they have all appropriate rights, privileges to create tables, populate them, and create views. So actually I make a conversion of these objects into a ready database, into a ready schema in Oracle, meaning the schema names are already created. The rest of the information, like table creation, view creation, loading of data, is made automatically by our tool. So I'm using no because I've got the schemas. You can specify yes or default. As a default, this is like no. So the default null schema will be trimmed off during the conversion. Or you can even change all schema names to some specific schema name in the target database. If you don't specify a schema name and use yes, all the objects are loaded into the current schema, into the schema that your user specified for the import process for Oracle database is used. So I'm using no. This is the way actually how our tool works with reserved words, because there are lots of differences between the reserved words in Progress and Oracle, and actually this difference is handled automatically as well. So for Oracle database, each reserved word that is used in identifier name, like column name, table name, view name, is changed to a delimited identifier. You can change the behavior by, for example, adding some symbols like R_ to a reserved word pattern. So, or you can right pad it with some symbols. So, and in this way you can force our tool SQL ways not to delimit identifiers with reserved words, but just add some symbols. Left pad the words or right pad the words with some symbols. So in this case, no delimiters are added to identifier name. As our tool actually provides some default data type mapping, and you can see it actually here. This is a global data type mapping for the conversion from Oracle, from Progress to Oracle. And there is a way to provide a local data type mapping. You can see it here. You can change it for any column, or you can change it globally. But a local data type mapping that makes a change for some specific column and some specific table has higher priority than global data type mapping change. You can change object names and etc. So all these kinds of changes can be done in our tool. And let me show you one more option. So when you do a conversion, you can, over tables and views, You can omit data conversion. So you just go to data options and uncheck export data checkbox. In this case, no data is converted from Progress to Oracle, just schema is converted. The same way you can omit schema conversion and make the data export only, just check it, go to DDL options, go to SQL scripts and uncheck generate DDL. So in this case, only data is converted from Progress to Oracle database. Okay, let's click next and see what we've got next. So specify export file options. Our tool SQLways uses an intermediate repository. It's a directory somewhere on the hard disk. This is an export directory. All the objects extracted from Progress database and all the data extracted is converted into Oracle syntax, and all this information, all this syntax is stored in files in the export directory. So you can, after the export, you can review the results, you can review the data in text files, and etc. And after this, you can run the import. So the export and import are separate processes here. Although you can make this process, export and import, make one process. So it will, the import process will start right after the export ends. So we've got here the export directory, provided it, and there's an option run in trace mode. This option creates a trace file that helps our developers to cope with the issues provided by our customers if they check into something. So you can generate a trace file, send it to us. And additionally, trace mode generates a commented source in each file for each object and its equivalent. So in one file you see the source and the target generated by SQLways for Progress to Oracle conversion. I will show you how it works. Let's click next. This is a message just how to ask whether you would like to turn off the export of data. So I wouldn't like to turn it off. Specify import options page. Here you can see we've got two main options. When you run the import process on the same computer where you run the export, and this is the first option that is specified right now. And here you can see the start import automatically option checkbox. So this means that right after the export, the import starts. There's one more option, the second one, when you run the export process. And after this, you can copy all the files to the remote computer, for example, to Oracle server, and run the import process on Oracle computer. Just one thing. So here you can generate Windows batch scripts or Unix shell scripts for doing the load into Oracle database. No other options are supported actually here. So I'm using the first option because I've got a client of Oracle database installed on my current computer, so I can run import on this local computer. Let's click next. Review the selections page. Some information is provided here regarding the objects that are being converted in this particular conversion process. Let's click next. Okay, so you can see at this point that the export has started and all the process is provided. So it's quite quick, you can see. Now the import is running. Okay, so we've got export and import completed. Let's see what are the results. We just need to click the view export, and we are in the export directory. Here you can see what files were created for the conversion process. And let me show you the examples. So this is a batch file generated for table. You can see that this definition is loaded using SQL plus command, and data is loaded using SQL loader command. Also, there's a control file generated for data loading into Oracle database. There's also a log file for data loading is generated. You can see there were no rows actually loaded because the data file is empty, no data. For DDL, you can see the commanded source and its equivalent in Oracle database. You can see like integer has been converted into number, 40 bit has been converted to a number 10 and etc. Also, as for views, by the way, let me show you how the data has been converted. You can see there is some data in text file for Oracle, and this is actually the result. The SQL loader provides a very good log for loading process. You can see the number of rows that were successfully loaded, that were read, rejected, discarded, and etc. And you will see all the errors here if there were any during the import process. Right in this log. For each table, there is generated one such log file with the table name .log. And let me show you what is generated for views. You can see the same SQL plus command is used to load the definition of a view statement. And the SQL file is generated with some source commanded and its equivalent in Oracle database. Show errors command just checks whether there were any errors, and all this information is provided in SQL Waste log file, import log file. So when the table is loaded, or actually the view, when the view is loaded, you can see view created and then no errors. This is show error command. Provides result. No errors. There are 3 views, no errors in them. And as for export log, you can see it here. This is actually the command that is generated for SQL Waste tool. Then we have information about the objects that were extracted from the source database. So in addition to the tables specified for conversion, there is information about column info, defaults, identities, primary or foreign keys, unique constraints, check constraints, indexes, commands, and about views. You can see all kind of information here, like the number of rows exported, number of lines of code extracted for views, and the overall statistics. And there is a SQL Waste report HTML file for SQL Waste for this particular conversion. It's in more readable format. You can see the export information here, like how many tables, how many failed, how many rows of data, the list of tables, the status for them, the list of views, number of lines of code and status, the same status for views as well. So all this information is provided by SQL Waste for this conversion. So actually, this is all we have for conversion process from Progress to Oracle. Let's click Finish. After the conversion of a database, Here comes the application conversion that is done by some other tools, using some other tools, like SQL Await Studio and SQL Await Commander. But this is the information for some other demo, actually, for progress for GL conversion. As you can see, the process is quite simple. All you need is the ODBC connection to your Progress database and a proper client with SQL Plus and SQL Loader tools for Oracle installed on one computer to simplify the conversion process. You just run SQL with Wizard, specify a project directory, choose all the objects for the conversion. All this information is stored in the project files. You can change any options for the conversion process. They will be stored in the project directory, and then you run the conversion. All the information, intermediate information, is stored in the export folder. You can review the SQL code, the data extracted, and etc. So just to validate maybe manually how the conversion process, how the conversion actually was made by our tool. And as for the conversion process tuning and for tool itself, it's really customizable. Whatever you need for the conversion, for the particular conversion, for your particular project, just don't hesitate to contact us, and we can tell you whether we already have some options that can help you to handle the conversion process, or we just need to make some changes to our tool to automate completely the conversion process for you. And this doesn't take much time, actually, depending on the complexity. The ordinary tasks usually that are connected with some built-in functions conversions or simple constructions conversions take about 1-2 days for our tool, for our customers. So, and in one day we will already provide a new build for our customers. All the cases that all the conversion test cases that we use for our tool enhancement, they are checked on each build of our tool. So in this way we can be sure that all the fixes that were provided previously, they exist in all the versions that we provide to our customers. So this is all information about the conversion process using SQL Await Wizard. Please feel free to mail us all your questions regarding this conversion process. We would be glad to assist you in any project connected with Progress to Oracle database conversion. Okay, so thank you very much for your time and attention. Have a nice day. Bye.